Hi, everyone. I am Camelia, a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, also known as a PMHNP. I'm also a nursing and mental health enthusiast. And I'm getting on today. I haven't been on in a while. I endeavor to try and keep you guys updated um, as I'm kind of going through processes around the role. And what came up for me recently was renewal for my DEA. So I did want to take a few minutes here to kind of chat about what the requirements are, what information you need to either obtain or renew your DEA license. Okay, I did a video about this a few months ago, and I sort of specified the MPI, the DEA, and sort of what all of those things mean. Your board certification, the ANCC. But now I just want to focus on the DEA, which most of you know, it's a registration and a certification that you have to have through the Drug Enforcement Administration. And it is specific for those who will be prescribing controlled substances. So I sort of gave a little bit of information about some changes with the DEA that have happened, or kind of going back with the Ryan Haight Act specific to controlled substances for telehealth. You guys can go back to my most recent live, and I talked a little bit about that. But I did want to share some information, just general information about what you can expect if you are either applying for your DEA for the first time, or if you are renewing or up for renewal for your DEA. So as a Psych NP, of course, we are prescribing controlled substances. So that's why this is required for us. If you are a newly graduated student, you likely are going through the steps now or have completed the steps, which basically starts with graduating, getting your transcripts, getting the transcripts sent over so that you can sit for the exam, sitting for the exam, passing the exam. Once you pass the exam, you have to apply through your board of nursing, your state board of nursing. And then once you're through that, you can actually apply for your MPI, which is your provider number. And then from there, you actually can apply for your DEA. So the DEA is really the last step for you in the process if you are a new grad Psych NP. Otherwise, if you are up for renewal, you are required to renew your DEA once every 3 years. Okay. So I was recently, my renewal was expired. My registration or certification expired in June of this year. I last renewed in 2020, and then my first renewal was in 2017 when I actually became and started working as a Psych NP. Okay. So you just really want to have this under your belt, understand, the process for it. So with my most recent renewal, because most of my information was already there, including my license information, there is a point where you're required to input your social security number, your other personal information, such as your business address, your mailing address, your state license number, and the expiration date. And there are questions around your criminal history background that will be asked before you submit the application. Okay. The thing about the initial certification versus the renewal, the initial does take a while. Regardless, the fee is the same. But with the wait time for the initial certification, what I've been told for the most recently graduated NPs is that it does take about 4 to 6 weeks once you apply to be able to get your DEA license. Okay, so you want to really be prepared for that, so you understand. Most organizations, some actually do allow you to start working without the DEA. But just keep in mind that you really want to get rolling with the process, all of those steps that I just mentioned, given that the DEA is the very last step, but it is a step that may limit you from being able to prescribe particularly controlled substances once you accept a job. Okay. So some will allow you to start working until that happens, but you do want to be expecting that time frame at least 4 to 6 weeks from the application to be able to actually obtain your DEA license. Okay. With renewal, it's a very quick and easy process, again, because all the information is already there. And so it took me all of 20 minutes to make sure everything was still updated. And I was able to get the certification actually sent to my email. So this is what it looks like. It basically has my DEA number, the registration expiration date, and the fee that was paid in addition to when it was issued. And it has the business activity as a nurse practitioner. It also has the schedules of the different medications or controlled substances that I can prescribe based on this license. And then it has my name and then my current company and my business address. The fees for the DEA, it actually has increased. It was $600 and something in 2017. 2020, it was $731. And believe it or not, it's now $888. Okay, so it's $888 that you will pay regardless of whether this is an initial certification for you, you're applying for the very first time, or if this is a renewal. Okay, so do expect the cost. Some are not really expecting that initially, but it is something that most employers and organizations will not reimburse you for, particularly because it has to do with your individual license. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's all I have for today. I really just wanted to share that since I was actively renewing my DEA license, I just wanted you guys to have a clear understanding of what that looks like, what you need, what the costs are, and turnaround time, particularly if this is the first time you're applying for your license. Okay, if you guys have any questions, this is a short and sweet video, but any questions you have for me, you've done really good about messaging me individually or here on the comment section. Let me know what questions you guys have, but otherwise I look forward to continuing to share my journey with you guys as I continue as a PMHNP. Thanks. Bye.